A correction to a post I made yesterday, when I talked about Richard Moyle for some reason. I actually, of course, meant Russell-Moyle, who is the person who's been told he can't stand again in a Brighton constituency. And, sometimes the names go astray. He's the MP for Brighton Kempton, and he's been told that he would not be eligible as a candidate on the 4th of July, which seems to be a bit of a shame. Labour seems to be conducting a purge, and it's good to know that Angela Rayner has spoken up for Diane Abbott, but I think probably too late to get her on the Labour ticket and to restore the damage done. The sort of publicity that these people are getting, if they stand as independents, I think the chances are that they will secure a vote simply for being the victim of a purge, because we have a great fondness for people who are harassed and harried into a position where they look like the underdog. We support the underdog. So it's a foolish move to do this on the eve of an election, particularly if the plan is to make sure that these people don't get into a seat, don't win their seat in the next general election. I think it's almost a certainty that Diane Abbott and Jeremy Corbyn particularly will be in with their in as independents should they stand. And I would have thought Russell-Moyle would have a good chance simply because of name recognition. And I know people are going to start talking about rumours and stuff, but that's all they are at the moment. As for the other side, it's Labour is simply repeating what Boris Johnson did to about 30 MPs, some of whom were extraordinarily august and well-heeled. And what he ended up with, or what the country ended up with, was a parliament full of grey, besuited and dull individuals who are almost indistinguishable one from another. And I don't think that's what we're looking for in a parliament. We're looking for personality and people who are prepared to speak their mind, because that is part of the job. Speaking your mind, voting according to conscience, and representing the people who have voted for you in their constituency. And then as a very small part belonging to a party, you can change the party, you don't get deselected, you don't lose your seat if you change your party. That is the deciding point, and that is something we've seen again and again recently. And again, there's an outcry, oh, why doesn't that person resign and force a by-election? Because they're not required to. Because we're not voting for a party, we're voting for an individual.